Herobrine might just be the most infamous mystery not just in Minecraft, but in all of gaming. If you ask any Minecraft player, they have at least heard of Herobrine. There have been countless sightings of Herobrine appearing in a player's single-player survival world, so Herobrine has definitely made his mark on the Minecraft community, and that's for good reason. Herobrine has been around for over a decade, but there's a lot of misinformation out there. Was he even real? Was the original screenshot real? Or could he still be in the game today? So where does this story start? What ignited this fire that burns so passionately throughout the Minecraft community? Well, everyone has bits and pieces of so-called evidence, but I've managed to sort through the garbage and reveal the true story about Minecraft's biggest mystery. It all started back in 2010 when a user on 4chan detailed his unusual experience when playing Minecraft one day. Attached to this was the now infamous screenshot, which will go down as the first documented sighting of Herobrine. At this time, Minecraft was nothing like it is now. It was still in the alpha version and it had its fair share of bugs and glitches. Back then, players didn't know much about the game because they hadn't yet figured things out. Updates were happening rapidly, and these weren't small updates like Mojang adds now. These frequent secret updates add things like survival multiplayer and other game-changing features. Minecraft was full of mystery, and every time you logged on, you didn't know what you would find. But back to the screenshot that started it all. There's a lot of information we could take away from this image as to who Herobrine is and what it tells us about early paranormal activity in the game. First off, the screenshot is obviously very low quality, but all the important details are still here. In front of the player is a chicken with a small hill behind it. There's some trees scattered around that fade away into the render fog. But if you take a closer look, you will start to see a figure that appears to resemble another Minecraft player. However, something seems off. His eyes are pure white, and he's just standing there, menacingly. The unnerving part comes when the player claims that this was taken in a single player world, so there would be no possible way that another player or being could join, right? Herobrine was described as a supernatural being who altered the world in some way. The player also detailed several strange occurrences that the mysterious Herobrine has supposedly done. This includes finding trees without leaves, strange long 2x2 tunnels through the mountains, and above average sized pyramids made out of sand. After this first occurrence of Herobrine was documented, the post was soon removed by an anonymous user simply named Herobrine. The message simply read "Stop." This user also claimed to have contacted several other players who had supposedly spotted Herobrine lurking around in their worlds. Some people also claim that Herobrine is the name of Notch's dead brother, but personally, I don't think so. If we take a closer look at the screenshot that started it all, we will see that the version that this was taken in was alpha version 1.0.16_02. And since survival multiplayer was introduced in the previous update, this user could have easily invited their friend into the world and faked the entire thing. Ever since this first post, the community started erupting, and slowly stories of their own had started surfacing. But one instance of this that stood out in particular, which propelled Herobrine's popularity immensely, was the story of these two players, Copeland and Brocraft. After hearing about Herobrine, he photoshopped Herobrine into a screenshot of his Minecraft world that he uploaded to his live chat. This caused quite a reaction from his live viewers who noticed that something was off. His original live stream was unfortunately lost to time, but he managed to orchestrate a live stream where he would casually play in his world, when all of a sudden, he would encounter Herobrine. This was later proved to be a retextured painting, but in the moment, it caused a huge reaction from his live viewers. After this incident, he promptly shut down his stream and left viewers contemplating what it was they just witnessed. Later that day, Copeland started up his stream, but he had the painting removed. He acted like Herobrine has just entered his world and mysteriously vanished. His post got a significant amount of traction and caused some players to be scared of the game. Back then, they didn't know that much, so they believed that something similar to this might happen to their Minecraft world. At this point, Herobrine had spread so far that Notch and Mojang started to take notice. It was at this point that they implemented the infamous removed Herobrine text in the game's changelogs, which is a trend that has continued even up to present day. When new players would read through the changelogs, they would see a removed Herobrine, which only spread the legend of Herobrine further. Herobrine had spread from the forums over to YouTube with some early videos of Herobrine managing to rack up millions upon millions of views. Like I stated earlier, Copeland made a post about his encounters to the Minecraft forum simply titled, "Video Proof of Him." Him is another name that Herobrine started to be called as the mystery progressed. And since during this time, Notch was rapidly developing the game and adding Secret Friday updates, anything new or unsettling that was added was at some point linked back to Herobrine. When Disc 13 was added, some people thought that it was a secret message from Herobrine. In addition to all this, the infamous cave sounds were only recently added, and coupled with the pitch black caves back then, Minecraft almost seemed like a horror game. Endless fan theories started to be formed which only elevated the mystery of Herobrine further. People talked about it daily, trying to figure out who Herobrine was, and if he was going to invade their worlds or not. Was he added intentionally by Mojang? Was he a bug? Or was Herobrine even real? The community pondered these questions as more creepypastas and fictional lore came out every single day. One day, a Twitter user decided to ask Notch directly whether or not Herobrine was real. Notch responded, "It's not real, but it might be soon." To my knowledge, this is the first time that Notch has ever publicly acknowledged the existence of Herobrine. aside from the removed Herobrine text in the changelogs. After this event, the Herobrine legend continued to spread for about another year or so with no real major breakthroughs, up until one day in 2011. A user by the name of Burner released the Herobrine mod, so now anyone that wanted to could have a version of Herobrine in their world. This mod became extremely popular in the Minecraft community, and served as the base for many unofficial lore posts from various fans. The mod itself included what you might expect, like a being with white eyes and the Steve skin called Herobrine that stalks the player. However, this mod brought with it a few other features that Herobrine caused upon the world. If you're a true OG Minecrafter, you might recognize this structure as the Herobrine spawner, which is supposedly how you would spawn Herobrine into your world. I admit I may have fallen for it back in the day, but that's besides the point. The Herobrine lore extends much deeper than many people realize. It is rumored that he can leave floating trees, place traps, or even wield a diamond sword. YouTube videos showcasing the Herobrine mod started to gain a lot of popularity, much like the original Herobrine sighting videos a year prior. In a Reddit post, Notch talked about how little control content creators actually have over their content, because despite stating that Herobrine isn't exactly 100% real, and there is certainly no physical manifestation of him, people continue to assume that he's real and feed the fire. Notch didn't mind the whole Herobrine thing because it brought popularity to the game, and they even started hiding Herobrine in official Minecraft videos like the Minecon trailer. This stirred up the community even more, and many fans felt validated for their belief in Herobrine. Herobrine was only further portrayed in popular media when Captain Sparkles made his music video for Fallen Kingdom, which featured Herobrine, as well as many other YouTubers starting to feature Herobrine in their videos as the main antagonist. However, later Notch tweeted something which should have been the final nail in the coffin for the whole Herobrine legend. In May of 2012, he tweeted this, getting loads of tweets and emails about Herobrine. I don't have a dead brother, and he was never in the game. Not real, never was. However, later that year, Space Waffle's video, I Found Herobrine Minecraft PE, shows him mysteriously having a close encounter with Herobrine before screaming and running away, which seemed like a very real encounter. This video is currently sitting at 70 million views and is one of the most popular Herobrine sightings that has been documented. This caused another Minecraft developer, Dinnerbone, to state on Twitter that, quote, "We have no plans to add Herobrine. I doubt that this will ever change." At this point, whether the developers liked it or not, Herobrine was a part of the Minecraft community and would be forever associated with Minecraft. Around this time, Hypixel released the popular map Herobrine's Mansion, in which Herobrine is portrayed as the main antagonist. This map was hugely popular and only furthered the community's association of Herobrine and Minecraft. After this, Herobrine wasn't as big as he once was, but he was still lurking around the collective consciousness of the Minecraft community. Many years later, some players started to wonder who Herobrine actually was, and were there any details that might reveal more. They began their search with the Brocraft stream that I mentioned earlier. However, unfortunately, the stream is no longer with us and has been lost in cyberspace. All we have of the stream is the one ominous screenshot of the retextured Herobrine painting, so their search ended up leading them back to the original post made a decade prior, and they began to wonder, what was the seed of this world? Minecraft technology had rapidly advanced, so now there were methods to calculate the exact world seed from a single screenshot. Some seeds were a lot easier than others to find, but nevertheless, the search began. They thought that if they found the original world seed that they might finally uncover the dark truth about Herobrine. I won't go into much detail about how it was found, and there's a lot of other great YouTube videos about the science behind it and how they did it, which I recommend checking out after this one. The same team that found the title screen world was now working hard trying to find the Herobrine seed. They had a difficult time at first because the screenshot taken didn't provide all that much information. However, they soon discovered the player's orientation by using the directional texture of the grass blocks nearby. After a lot of complicated Harvard-level math, they eventually used the trees to determine the seed. Trees in Minecraft generate in the later stages of the world's creation, which makes the whole seed finding process go a lot more smoothly. The key lies in these two big trees that generated right next to each other, and if they counted the leaves that face south and converted it to binary code, they would get the seed. I made that last part up, but they did actually use the two large oak trees in the background to start chipping away at it with their NASA supercomputers, and after months and months of searching, they got absolutely nowhere. The community had found absolutely nothing, and NASA wanted their supercomputers back, so they had to improvise. A year later, they discovered that the real reason they were drawing blanks is because of one singular leaf. Once this issue was addressed, they very quickly found the long-lost seed and found the position where the original screenshot was captured. And that's all great. But what does this mean? It's kinda crazy to think that one guy's idea to modify the screenshot sparked a community-wide conspiracy that forever changed Minecraft and Minecraft pop culture. There was no Herobrine creepypastas, there was no Herobrine's Mansion, just one man who may or may not have seen something hidden within the render fog. So that is the truth about Herobrine. Alright, video essay over, can I get my A+ now? Thanks for watching, go watch some other videos, and Happy New Year!